Becoming a volunteer firefighter requires a passion for service. The time commitment involved is not for the faint of heart. If kids today want to get high, they may not need to find a drug dealer. Their next high may be as close as your neighborhood office supply store. The state of Nebraska has resources available to all families who may be in need, even those in a time of crisis. Job fairs in Omaha are not exactly news. According to CareerLink.com, there are 4 coming up in April alone. What is news, however, is Omaha's incredibly low unemployment rate.
Well, 2011, they're projecting adding about 6,100 jobs and about 9,700 jobs in 2012. So,
Omaha has the second lowest unemployment rate in the country.
In Omaha, a lot of our candidates are currently working or currently have internships and are looking to transition into full-time roles, and oftentimes have other offers as well.
But that doesn't mean job seekers don't have a lot of legwork to do.
I have been actively searching for a job for about 3 or 4 months, and I've been passively looking for probably a year now.
Candidates should include smaller companies and nonprofits in their search.
All right, thank you very much. Nonprofits are a great place to work.
According to the Nebraska Department of Labor, 31,000 new jobs were opened in the state of Nebraska last year. Of those, over a third were available in Douglas County alone.
I mean, we have, a wide variety of professional jobs. We have, a variety of trade jobs. So, we just have a nice mix.
From Omaha's biggest employers to smaller companies, it's clear jobs are available here.
I just think that this is going to be a great year for job applicants. I think that we're seeing that a lot of temporary and contractor staffing has gone up, and so usually that means that companies are on the verge of hiring full-time at that point.
For the Omaha News, I'm Brigida Hebden. Violence in any school affects every school in America. The shooting at Millard South earlier this month had a profound effect on the small school districts around Omaha.
Whenever there's a school tragedy, wherever it may be in the United States or abroad, I think it always brings us back to how does it affect us here.
Crime is costly regardless of where it occurs, but the price of crime in schools may have to be paid by every student.
What we can purchase out of the local option sales tax dollars in terms of equipment and security surveillance cameras and such, we can do that out of that fund, and it doesn't impact kids in terms of the educational needs. Other things, if it's dealing with software or things to manage that program, that has to come out of our general fund. So that would be an impact to the less dollars available for educational purposes as well.
There's no doubt that schools are doing all they can to keep kids safe. This Lewis Central senior isn't worried, but she is aware.
And it just made the risk of someone bringing a gun to school that much more real for us. But I've seen measures that my school has taken to make our school a safer place since it happened. A 2002 Secret Service report found that when a young person plans targeted violence, they usually tell someone about their plans. Oftentimes, they will divulge specifics about their plans before they act on them. I would definitely report it. It would by far do more good than harm.
Nowadays, schools may be forced to choose between books and locked doors. For the Omaha News, I'm Brigida Hebden. Americans spend $40 billion every year on weight loss programs. That's right, billion with a B. Weight loss gurus and celebrities are selling weight loss on TV, books, and magazine covers, even magazines that target the very young. So what is the skinny on obesity in Nebraska?
Well, on a national report when they compared states, and I think the report is called F is for fat, Nebraska was 23rd.
Nationally, obesity rates have skyrocketed. This map illustrates a 15-year transition. The light blue indicates less than 12% obesity rates. The dark blue goes up to 19%. Eventually, numbers are added up to 25%. The orange is up to 29%, and finally the red shows obesity rates over 30%.
that's just not really good either way when you look at it.
On the other hand, we are definitely getting some mixed messages about diet. In fact, Americans spend over $148 billion per year on fast food. Fast food costs the average diner $8 per person. I wanted to see if we could beat that per person price and make a meal just as fast at home. In the spirit of a nutritious and quick meal, we made a sandwich with a salad instead of fries and a cup of yogurt for dessert. There was plenty of food for 2 people for under $11.
People go to the grocery store after they start deciding to get healthy, and they have like sticker shock because it's this huge grocery bill, which is so unfortunate. It is, and it truly is wrong, and you know that the quote-unquote healthier foods are more expensive. But it's because they're fresh, it's because they don't have the preservatives, it's because they're supply and demand. But
after losing over 70 pounds herself, Nancy Brock has dedicated her life to helping others achieve their weight loss goals.
Maybe our grocery bills are a little bit more, but over the years, over the first year, over the 5th year, that our medical bills are less.
You know, it's easier sometimes to go through a drive-through than it is to go to the grocery store, but get my kids, if they're old enough, to help me, peel the carrots, peel the cucumbers, and chop up the fresh fruits and vegetables that I'll serve with a simple sandwich for dinner.
And that if you want something to change, you've got to change something.
For Overweight State, I'm Brigida Hebden.